Okay, this is basically a sketch of the situation. So you saw our CMS was cylindrical, and it was assembled in slices. These ones are slices of CMS, okay? Each one of these weighs roughly 2,000 tons, so it's huge. And at the moment it's open in this way, and this is really nice to see, because when we stop the activities in Christmas, it's not always what we do. So we open up the whole thing, but usually the detector stays closed if there's no intervention foreseen, and now instead it's like spread open, and you can see different situations in different sides of it. -3 is basically the lower layer of the detector. Well, we're accessing here because basically in this way on the balcony that you will reach, we will see most of the detector, which is something that you cannot see from down below. And also I will get you through the exposition of the photos of the construction of CMS. So this is now, we are roughly at CMS was built in these slices I was pointing to, and it was built in surface, and then it was gotten down into the cave by this type of procedure here. And the point is that indeed the slice has only like 50 centimeters this way and 50 centimeters this way with respect to the two walls in which it was gotten down to. So they were going extremely slow when getting it down, and it took like 24 hours for each slice each time. And the other thing that's funny is that the company that did this thing, after finishing here, they went to mount up to build up the roof of the stadium for the South Africa like World Championship. Yeah, so they went there. And before that, they were getting CMS down the cave. So. What happened was that CMS was built up in the surface, then was slide onto this hole, gotten down into the cave, and then slide back into the position of the slice. So here you can see different type of detectors. Here's the ENG, the thingy that I was pointing you into. And this is the electromagnetic calorimeter crystals, and I will show them to you up when we go up. And then, for example, here, these are the layers of the tracker. You remember that the tracker was layered up? And these are the layers, and basically a particle, when it passes by, it is a trace in these silicon detectors here. And by this trace, we can reconstruct their trajectory and therefore the velocity, as we mentioned before. And then, the other thing very notable here is the best human party. The best phone party that CMS has ever had. So it's a cave and it's 100 years underground. So if some kind of fire sparks up, you want to have something that completely extinguishes it in a matter of minutes. Both because this thing is like trillions of dollars, and also because you do not want anything to get harmed or this situation to get extremely hot, etc. So before CMS was getting into the cave, there was this test in which the cave was completely filled up with foam to check whether the saturation of oxygen was enough. And it was really nice. So, come here. Now here, instead, there's just a bunch of pictures, which as a matter of fact are very, very, very important to see this. So in this hallway here, there's the detector safety system, which is the one that triggers the alarms in case of a fire, etc. But on the other side, the light blue cables and the red cables are the triggering system of CMS. So I told you that we try and get photographies of the collisions of the buildings. Point is that each collision happens every 25 nanoseconds, which is, I can conceive 25 nanoseconds. So what happens is that we have a system in place, and say hello to CMS.
Wow.
Yeah. So we say that it's the nicest detector because it's full of color. So it's a going through in the elevator, these slices are usually compacted within one another. So this mist here goes inside. It's like a Lego kind of thing. And now it's open because, as you can see, there are people doing interventions. And in particular, I think they are intervening on some cables in between. This is the grey part, circular one is the magnet, and then outside you see the mirror.